some people say the universe isn't fair, but you know what? It's not a case of the universe being fair. Sometimes really horrible things happen to great people. But what people do with that, again, can be the triumph of the human spirit. Something tragic happens to you, to take that and turn it into positive energy, to something to help out individuals in the community, I think is one of the most amazing things a human's being to do. So for a campaign, for looking at a campaign on that, let's roll the video and take a look for Ryan.
Why are you guys on this march?
To show respect and show our love.
I think everyone's here. Where's my husband? Hand it out.
I pull one down, that's fine.
Okay, do you want one?
I think it's good for a community to come together and support the parents and keep awareness out there that, you know, nights where it's dark, you can't be seen, you should be wearing reflective clothing.
Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing this anniversary of such a horrible day, but out of that horrible day came this group of amazing people all together, and we can't thank you enough.
So Carol and Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So good of you to join us and make some time here. Carol, I understand that last week marks the anniversary of a very tragic accident for you and your family. Your son Ryan was killed, he was longboarding home on a dark night, struck by a car and killed. Could you tell us a little bit about Ryan? What kind of a young man was he?
It's kind of hard to sum him up in 2 minutes, but I guess the main quality that I would describe Ryan as is a free spirit. He was, even as a toddler, really free, didn't like to be restricted, really adventuresome, kept himself amused. He was, as he grew up, his interests were so varied. He did mountain biking when he was probably early teens. Then he got into snowboarding. He got into the freestyle club up at Mount Washington. He liked cliff jumping. He loved his longboard. We had a lot of talks about safety, lots of talks. And he also had a real passion for music. In his life of 17 years, he did so much. He was in 2 bands. The first band he was in was called Stone Free with some high school chums, and they were together for about 2 years, did a whole bunch of performances down on the waterfront, down in Nanaimo, and then he got into another band that did original music with a couple other boys that all were from different schools. And his love of music was always growing. He wouldn't really snub his nose at much of anything except maybe country.
I understand he was loved and respected by his peers and all around him.
Yeah, he was a real people person. He was very passionate about his friendships. He loved the outdoors. He was gentle, and he was just unique. He was a unique spirit, and I had no doubt that he was going to go on to do amazing things, I think, with people, because he really cared for the underdog. He was always there for the underdog. He didn't buy into, you know, the preppy clothing. But he was a teenager like many others, and you know, when we lectured him about safety, he just always said to us, you know what, I got everything under control. Don't worry, I'm fine. And unfortunately, he wasn't. But we have 2 other beautiful children, so we're just want to keep his memory alive by doing what we're doing, and keeping him close to our hearts.
I understand that this cloud has a silver lining. That's something really beautiful and wonderful has come out of this tragedy. And Jennifer, could you tell us a little bit about the Reflect for Ryan campaign that you started that, didn't you?
Yeah, with the Wallace Tarrys as well. The Reflect for Ryan campaign was started out of this tragedy. Ryan was skateboarding home. He was hit from behind. And we just really felt the need, felt the purpose to make something out of this terrible tragedy. And to help with that, we started this campaign called Reflect for Ryan. We want awareness and education for pedestrians and drivers alike. You know, there's so many things that we need to get out to the communities, especially rural. We don't have a lot of street lights. Our kids travel by skateboard, by bicycle, by foot. That's how they get around. we want everybody to get home safe. So that's kind of where the campaign is going. It's in its infancy. Really, honestly, we're just getting our started, and we just want to get out there and reflect.
If people want to get involved or to help with your campaign, how would they get in touch with you or your campaign?
Well, we have a Facebook page called Reflect for Ryan, and they can search that. It's open. It's a public one. They can private message us. We also have a website that's in its infancy as well. There's just some safety information on there, which is really great that people can print off, and it's www.reflectforryan.ca. And we have reflective bands we've been giving out. We've given out probably now over 2,500 reflective bands. We have clothing, as you can see, and toques are probably our next thing that we're going to go out.
That's wonderful, Jennifer. Listen, I really want to thank both you and Carol for coming on this show, and the hearts of all Nanaimo people. I'm sure your community see to go out to you and your family, Carol.
Yeah. And we just want everybody home safe, that's all.
That's just about so. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.